Hello, my name is Ash, a counselor in training. This is my Relatable study podcast for individuals who need help studying for their NCE, CPCE, and other related counseling exams. I'm going to go through many questions from multiple resources and make the answers relatable to both you and me. So get your listening ears on and let's get studying.
A client meets with a counselor who appears distracted by text messages, periodically checking their watch, and otherwise disengages. The counselor is neglecting to use the basic skill of A. Empathetic reflection, B. Attending, C. Clarification, D. Encouraging. The answer is B. The counselor is neglecting to use the basic skill of attending. Attending is the skill that is giving your client your full attention and being truly present and listening to the client and valuing them as an individual. The counselor will attend to their client through listening, observation, feedback, being engaged, and present within the counseling space. What is withdrawal in group counseling? Withdrawal is a stage or behavior where members will retreat emotionally or physically from group participation. They will avoid or lose connection that is tied to emotional pain, stress, or other mental health conditions and will not interact with other group members. For example, when I was doing groups in my internship, I would notice one individual in each of my groups who would slowly withdraw from participating in group because they appeared to be overwhelmed by how the other members interacted with each other and would eventually go and do something else. A couple seeks counseling after the wife had an affair. She insists that it meant nothing to her. What is the best strategy to engage the couple during the early therapy stages? A. Normalize feelings related to marital distress. B. Advise against catastrophizing and jumping to conclusions. C. Summarize their most significant concerns. D. Take a side in their argument. The answer is C. Summarize their most significant concerns is the best strategy to engage a couple during the early stages of therapy because identifying these significant concerns can help guide the sessions. In addition, focuses in on what is affecting the couple. I highly recommend looking into marriage and family counseling and the different techniques that can be utilized. What is withdrawal and substance use? Withdrawal and substance use is the physical and psychological symptoms that occur when reducing or stopping substance use. Symptoms of withdrawal can be mild or severe depending on how long an individual has been using it for. It also depends on what drugs, their age, physical health, psychological characteristics, and method of withdrawal. There are safe ways of withdrawing from substance use, and there are not so safe ways of withdrawing. There are a couple different articles and websites that can help explain different ways of withdrawing depending on the substance that an individual has utilized. The WAIS-3 is given to 100,000 individuals in the United States who are picked at random. A counselor would expect that A. Approximately 68% would score between 85 and 115. B. Approximately 68 would score between 70 and 130. C. The mean IQ would be 112. D. 50% of those tested would score 112 or above. The answer is A. A counselor would expect that approximately 68 would score between 85 and 115 because the mean score will be 100, which is the average IQ, and the standard deviation will be 15. So you add 115 to 100 and subtract 15 from 100, which gives you the 85 and 115 numbers, and that is approximately 68% of the score. Remember, the mean score is 100, and you are adding and subtracting 15 from that. That is all 5 questions for this episode. Thank you for listening. Keep calm and study on.